Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. Before I get into the video, All flash sale. This is the last day. There's a bunch of things at 40, 30, 20% off. I mean, the discounts are amazing. All is a great company, and obviously if you use the link down below, you're going to support the channel. We get a little commission out of that. Also, Prime Day. If you're planning to buy something in Amazon, use my link and I get a little commission out of that, and you don't have to pay any money, so I could buy a gun and do some more reviews. Check it out. I wanted to talk about this because when I look at mainstream media, in a way, I think of some of the strategies that the bad guy had. And, you know, some of you guys are going to be like, what are you talking about, Fabian? You know, you're being crazy. You know, sometimes I get called crazy here in the community, but the reality is that it's true. The power of the media is so powerful that it makes people do crazy things. And I remember in some situations, I'm not going to discuss the way that the bad guys conducted operations, but they did some stuff with video and, you know, situations where they alter the videos, they alter the conversation, and they got the local people of those cities to attack the Americans. Literally, they're editing, their way to record video, their way to do things, got them the ability to attack us. And it's pure propaganda. That's what it is. It's pure propaganda. It is something that is not new. It's something that the enemy been using for a while. And there's a reason why the president called them the enemy of the state, you know, the enemy of this country, because literally what they're doing is toxic. It is literally scaring the American people. It's literally putting the American people in fear. It's literally, you know, attacking our way of life. And I just saw, I've been going in this rampage because I just saw what happened to a couple police officers that were asked. They were asked to leave their Starbucks. Apparently, some customer felt unsafe because now we live in a society where people feel unsafe all the time and they cry. You know, they cry for everything. We live in a society where people are so scared for their life. We live in a society where people want to be victim. We live in a society where people want to be victim based on the color of their skin. You Hispanic, so you must be a victim. The white men owe you something. That's the message of the Democrats. I'm already ruining my channel. You know, I just got monetized again. I'm probably going to get hit again. But anyway, I can't stop talking about it because it's reality. I'm not a victim. I'm a big boy. I could take care of myself. I don't need you to give me anything for free. I could go to work. I'm good to go. But essentially, they continue to pass their nonsense to the American people. And we saw that with the police officers where they were asked, apparently they were asked to leave because they didn't feel comfortable. You know, they didn't feel safe that cops were there. So the media have launched an attack against our law enforcement, an attack to the point that they are expressing, you know, bad things. And some of you guys say, well, you know what? Cops do bad things. Of course they do. We all do bad things. You know, we all have fall for the glory, you know, for the glory of God. We all commit sins. There's always a bad apple somewhere. If you say that you have never done anything wrong, you're a hypocrite because you have as well. And every now and then you're going to put somebody's going to do something bad. Every now and then it's going to happen. But the majority of things that happens is not bad. Majority of cops do a great job. They save people's life. They go to domestic. They stop people from drinking and driving. And if you're upset because you got pulled over for drinking and driving and you got a DWI, you shouldn't be drinking, buddy. You could have killed somebody. No one needs to feel sorry for you. Those are your consequences to your action. So let it go, be a man, and deal with it. If you beat up your wife and you went to jail, those are the consequences for your action. So no need for you to get all hating on cops. They didn't tell you to beat up any girls. They didn't call you and be like, hey, hey, can you go and beat up your wife so I can arrest you? That's your consequences. Deal with your consequences, man. You know, the good Lord is giving us forgiveness, right? The good Lord says, come upon me. I give you peace. Come to me, you will be forgiven, but you're going to deal with your consequences. If you beat up your wife, you will be forgiven, but you're going to deal with law enforcement and you're going to deal with all the stuff that is going to happen to you because you have to deal with your consequences. But we live in a society where the media is pushing the bad things on our cops. You know, like, oh, they do this, they do that, but they don't put every single day how they go out there and risk their life to make sure we could sleep in peace, to make sure that we are okay, to make sure that our children, you know, they just love to highlight a situation where a cop does something bad, specifically if it's a white cop versus the black person, right? A white cop versus a Hispanic. Because obviously, you know, CNN and MSNBC continue to say that the white man is the biggest national threat to our country. I'm amazed when I hear that stuff, that they could come to national TV, national television and say that, and bless the good Lord that is not reality, is not true, because if it will be true, we will be in trouble. Because the majority of people in the United States is white, so we will be in a lot of trouble. But they come into national TV and they share that nonsense, they share those lies, and people buy it. And now you see cops trying to get a coffee, and they're getting asked to leave, and no one stand from the side that is right. Oh, we don't want to hurt his feelings. About like, no, man, they ain't doing nothing wrong. They're just here getting coffee like everybody else. They are serving a community. If you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, it must be because something you did. I guarantee you. But you're listening to the news and you believe in that. The same thing with guns. Same thing with guns. Guns are bad. Guns kill people. People walking around like guns kill people. Have you seen what President Trump did? What he did? They don't even confirm it. They just spread lies, and the American people take him and run with that. Here's the thing, guys. The nonsense that it is in the internet is out of control. Nonsense. I guarantee you that it's not going to stop. It's going to continue. So my advice to you, don't believe anything. Just try. If you want to believe something, do some research and don't believe anything. I do these videos because I see things that happen. Some of you guys tell me, why you do these videos? I see things that happen and I want to give my take. I want to try to spread information. YouTube and bigger companies don't like that. I've been struck down. Videos have been removed. I have lost monetization out of the channel because they don't like this point of view that I'm presenting or I'm saying. They want to continue to push the other point of view to the point that they are brainwashing people. Like, people are walking around thinking that, you know, bad things are going to happen. Oh, cops are going to kill me because something that they heard in CNN or MSNBC. It's insane, the amount of nonsense that you hear every day. Last thing, Jesus is truth. Jesus is reality. Jesus brings you the right information. So if you ever need to seek anything that is the reality, truth, what really is going on, Jesus is the way. Forget everything else. Sometimes I got to turn this off and remember that myself. I appreciate you guys watching. And as always, God is in control.